Virtually every camera club or photographic society will demand that images submitted to club activities should be within a certain size. Generally, this means an image no longer than 1920 pixels in width or 1080 pixels in height. If you're a user of Photoshop's Bridge, we can make a custom export preset. It's very convenient, quick to use, and easy to make. We start by going to the Export tab here, clicking, and then creating a new preset. I need to give this a title, and we can choose anything we wish, of course. So now we need to move on to the Options section. And no, I don't want my image to be put back in the original file location. So I'm going to select a specific folder, one which I've already created for this demonstration on my desktop. So I need to browse for it. Desktop, Camera Club 2022. I'll select the folder. I don't want to create any subfolders here, and I don't need to create any unique names. I want this to be quick, simple, and foolproof. Now, the image format is important for us because we're almost certain to want to choose JPEG from any of the options here. The image quality, I'm quite happy to save my JPEGs for club competitions at a compression level of 8. Some people like 10, some people like 12. That's your personal choice. Now we can move on to the image size, and this is the area where we've got to give a little bit of thought. But what are we trying to do here? Well, we need to reduce the size to meet the Camera Club competition rules. So let's tick the little box or click the box to resize to, and we get the opportunity to fit to the long edge, the short edge. I'm going to go to both. And as you can see, I've got 1920 pixels in the width, 1080 in the height. I don't really need anything else from the options below. So I'm going to click Save, and you'll see the preset appear up at the top left. Now, because we selected the width and height at 1920 1080, Bridge will recognize that it's not always possible to create this size from an image with a different aspect ratio. But the good news is it'll work things out for us. This system also allows us to draw images from different areas of our computer. So what I'd like to do here is pick up this image on the right hand side, click and drag it into Camera Club 2022. But it hasn't actually done the job yet because I could be adding more pictures. But down here we start the export. When we do that, well, we just get the panel that tells us it's been completed. So let's open up Windows Explorer and take a look at the image in the folder we created, because we need to be sure that the image size is correct. Now, when we mouse over this image that's been copied into our Camera Club 2022 folder, it tells us that the image meets the Camera Club size of being no larger than 1920 pixels on the long side or 1080 in height. Our preset has recognized that we tried to drop one aspect ratio image into a different aspect ratio size, and it stepped in and it's given us exactly what we want. All I'd need to do with this thumbnail is to hit F2 and I could label it as per the club's instructions. Now, coming back into Bridge, I'd like to try one or two different aspect ratios. For example, this one here is square. So let's drop that in and see what the software does. And we'll also add this one, which seems to be a little bit more of a panoramic shape. So let's click, drag and drop. There you can see we can add more than one file into our preset. And of course, I could go back to my folders and locate them all over my computer. When I'm ready, I can start the export. There we have it, showing that it's done. That's the previous one, obviously, and the two we've just added, and we can close. So let's take a look and see what the software's done here. If the preset has done its job, then the square image should be 1080 by 1080. And sure enough, there it is. If we look at the landscape, we can see that it's taken the width, which is the maximum we can go to, 1920, because the height is within 1080. There we have those images prepared instantly for us. Will the preset work just as well with a portrait format image? Yes, it does. Thanks for watching.